Yo, hello, good evening to you all. This currently XAUUSD. I know it's been a while now since I dropped the forecast, and currently I had certain things ongoing. So now let's just go straight to the chart and predict what I see, or let's say what the market is giving us. So right now, as we can see, we could see that overall gold is still on the bullish trend, but I think the bearish pullback isn't yet over based on what we are seeing on the higher time frame. So now we could see that the daily chart is respecting this support line. Now we could see the daily chart is respecting this support line. Okay, so let me start it from here for you all to see it clearly. So now you could see that price hasn't still breaked the daily trend line. So now currently the daily trend line is still holding price. So now what we can see that we also have a bearish break of structure, or let's say MSS, market structure shift. So it could be that if we are to follow the plan, we have to know that it's likely we get a drop off from this side, from this red zone. So let's drill into the 4 hour and be precise where it's likely for price to rebound itself and continue its journey. So now we are currently looking at the 4 hour chart right now, and as you can see, we could also see that the 4 hour is also has a trend line break. So now let me show you. There are two trend lines on the 4 hour making a pigment here. There are two trend lines. So you can see that currently we are having two trend lines on the 4 hour chart. So now here, as you can see that here is a clearly strong resistance that is not likely to hold. That's likely to hold price to drop lower. But if price, when you can also see that the moving average, the 50 and the 100 moving average crossed just right here, and still we haven't had any good break of structure, or let's say an market structure shift. So now because if we are to take a closer look, we could see that the high on the 4 hour is here. And it's also at a tip of a liquidity sweep, so we might see something like this. Something like this maybe today. So we might see at least something like this to either to retest this trend line or to break it. So if price is to retest this trend line, then we will get a good market structure shift on the higher time frame. So if it fails to break, now we are having two plans now. If it fails to break, if it breaks, we might drop lower. We might drop lower to the next demand. That's I think around this zone. That's I think around 3,000. But I'm not expecting price to get there, based on gold, how volatile it is. So I'm expecting something, or if it's a bullish scenario, price has to break just as it has break this one to test this supply right here, but must not break this low, this trend line. Price must not break it if it has to continue the bullish trend. Must not break this trend line, so we can see something also like this. So now we already know if we fail to break the bottom, we break the top. So now this is something that is likely to happen. So now we have to just keep in touch with me on the channel at DCG1FX for more updates. Thank you guys, and this is my view from the higher time frames. Stay blessed guys.